going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. It is pouring down raining out here and it's freezing cold, and we're about to have to go on a road trip. We have sold Dom the Grom. Unfortunately, I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to seeing that, but I've got a whole lot of other stuff to fund right now, so I'm trying to sell the other Grom here. Already sold Dom the Grom, so now we need to take him all the way to Dallas. I'm not sure how to do that because it is pouring down raining and I don't want it to get soaking wet, and I don't think I have my car cover anymore, so that's not good. Right now I'm just wrapping up the air filter so no water gets in it. Don't know if this is gonna work at all, or the pictures work perfect. That right there looks like it's gonna work. I guess we're good to go. It's cold, mate. Oh my gosh, it's really cold. Should we call and see if Poe wants to come?
He texted me last night. He's like, hey, if y'all go, please let me know.
Come on, Poe.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing?
What's up? I'm just chilling at my house right now.
You just woke up too.
Yes.
It's noon, bro. Do you want to come to Dallas?
Really? Do I want to come to Dallas?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, we didn't bring any merch, so I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. It's supposed to be pouring down raining all day today, and it is 40 degrees right now, so that sucks. Right now, what I'm stuck with is I've got to buy way too much stuff for everything to keep these builds going and stuff, and I'm not completely made of money, so I gotta catch out some of the resources occasionally, which sucks, I know, but I've had fun with the Grom while I had it. It's just hard to do anything with in the winter anyways, because it's obviously 40 degrees and raining right now, and that's how it is all the time down here in Louisiana. It sucks. So we're gonna go sell this Grom. Meeting in Dallas, so we'll probably grab some food or something, hang out and find something fun to do at least. We're gonna head over to Shreveport, Louisiana, go pick up our friend, and we'll talk to you guys then. Well, we have officially made it to Dallas. We are again in Dallas traffic on a wait, what's today?
Saturday?
Yeah, it is Saturday. That's bad. I'm losing track of days. Yeah, today is Saturday, and for some reason there's traffic at 3:56. We are 5 minutes away from meeting the guy. He also has a YouTube channel. Hopefully we can find somewhere out of the rain, maybe like a parking garage or something, because it's still raining pretty hard. Dom the Grom is still hanging on tight back there, though. I haven't told you about the chief of police calling me from Tennessee, but we're gonna have to do this afterwards because we're 2 minutes away from the In-N-Out, so we're not gonna be able to talk.
So it's gonna take a while.
Oh yeah, it's a long story. It's a good story, but it's a long story.
Was he upset? Was he?
He was upset. He wasn't happy that we had to meet there. I'll say that much. I want one of those. Oh my god. I want one of those bad. Come here.
Oh. How about that focus? Thank you, Sony. Oh, thank you so much, Sony, for focusing on the nearest object instead of what I want to focus. Okay, we're just gonna forget it.
We have pulled up to In-N-Out. Sorry, Jake couldn't show you that we got to In-N-Out, but we have gotten to In-N-Out. We're waiting on our guy to get here. I don't know if we're gonna unload the bike first or what, but it's halfway raining. I wish there was anything covered.
What's up, guys? How's it going? We were in
no raincoat.
Oh,
it's
torn to pieces
from the wind.
You wanna run inside?
Yeah, let's get some
let's
food.
do that.
Oh, to you. All right, let's go with the Whole Foods one because there might be less people.
Yeah, okay. We're going to a parking garage to go, I don't know, whatever he wants to do.
Whatever we're doing.
This truck rides so much better.
Oh
with
wait,
these.
parking garage is closed.
Are you serious? He's gonna want to unload him
and
then ride him in. Oh my god, he is. He's a G. He's a G. Is that what we're doing? You want to unload it and go in there?
Yeah. You down with that?
Sure.
Space.
Oh, listen to that. Oh yeah. He wants to test ride the Grom and kind of like hang out and stuff. Apparently we're gonna unload this thing here so he can test drive it, and we're gonna sneak it into that parking garage down in there where it's dry so he can look at it and stuff.
So good luck with handlebar care.
It's so cold, dude. My hands are like frozen.
Absolutely freezing.
Everything was installed with Steady Garage's parts. It's not like backyard fabricated parts. It's properly done.
This is gonna be awesome.
The mileage that's on here is the mileage that came on the bike with the motor and everything.
471?
Yeah, so it's
brand new.
Literally got 471 miles on it.
That's awesome.
Why did it get so cold, dude? We left and it was like 48.
When you said if it's not raining, I was like, it's Texas, it's gonna be warm, no problem.
That's what I thought too.
All right, first ride. There's a lot of water in this garage. See how this clutch works. Oh, yeah. Right off the bat.
loud.
They pulled a little wheelie there.
He's literally just sliding back and forth.
I was trying to slide it up and it died. Yeah, buddy.
This is the box with the axle boot and stuff in it for the axle that I was talking about with the torn boot.
Awesome.
That's so crazy how small of a world it is that he knew you to be able to give this box to you. That's so cool.
The fastest delivery ever, right?
Yeah, I know. I was about to
6
say,
hour
I literally
delivery.
emailed them yesterday, and ironically, he knew you. That was awesome.
Ready? Yep. That's freaking dope. It's good. I can take care of the rest.
What is stuff doing?
Watch.
What is
Just
it
watch.
What time is it? Why is it dark here?
It's like 6.
It's 5:30. It's so cold.
Aren't you happy you sold your Grom though?
No,
I mean, obviously
Not at all.
It's the greatest of Groms.
not at all, actually. There.
Well, this looks really cool though.
Oh yeah, it does
Yeah.
look really cool. All right, man.
All right, guys. Thank
We're
you
gonna
for
get out of
time.
here, get in the
Yeah,
heater.
it was good meeting you guys.
Look at how much traffic is up here. We
There's a
just
ton
got
of states
randomly
up
stuck in traffic, and it is 6 o'clock, and we're in Dallas. Look on the maps. Look at that.
Man,
All
this
of
was
this
fucking
up
sick.
here, all of this up here is just red. We are about to tell a story, since we were in traffic, of what happened after our last meet in Nashville, Tennessee, whenever we went to pick up my motor. If you guys missed that video, go check it out. It was probably one of the craziest meets. Let's jump into it.
We're gonna tell the story anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna tell the story anyways. But so anyways, story takes place the other night while I was in the shower. Awkward place to start a story. We're going with it. We're rolling with it. Okay, all right, we're gonna rephrase. Okay, the story takes place the other night while I was in the shower.
Why did your voice get deeper?
That's my storytelling voice.
I was wet.
Okay, all right, we're gonna really tell this
You
story.
just have
Start over, right here. The story takes place the other night in my shower. I was basically standing there naked. Okay, all right, no, we're gonna take it serious this time. So I was in the shower the other night, and I was listening to music or whatever, and I'm just standing
I see
there.
why this is. You're having a hard time. Let's just take the shower part out because it's gonna be.
It has to be in there. I'm telling you, this is
Oh,
why
okay,
it has to
okay.
be in there.
All right,
No,
give me a
no,
second.
we're leaving this.
No.
Le-
I'm just trying to. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Just let you roll with it.
Take 7.
Okay, take 7. Here we go. So I was. Oh my god, I gotta do this. Okay.
Take 9.
Okay. I was. I was standing in the shower. Why is this so hard to tell? I was standing in the shower and I get a call on my phone, right? And I hear it vibrating, and it was sitting on like the toilet seat, but the seat. It's a funny story. I was standing in the shower. I got a phone call. I wasn't standing in the shower. I was taking a shower. And so I get a phone call, and my phone's like vibrating on the toilet. And so I look out of the shower, and I look down. You know how iPhones, they have like caller ID? Sometimes if you don't have the number saved, depending on who it is, it'll still show the contact, the person that's calling you. I stick my head out of the shower, and I like look down at my phone to see who's calling. And mind you, it's like 8:45 at night. And I look down, and it's Nashville's police department. And I was like, uh-oh. I didn't know what to do, so like hurried up, picked it up, and answered it. Hello? And they were like, Gavin? And I was like, oh no. Usually, like, if you get a call from the police department, it's not that bad. But if they know
ask you by name,
if they ask you by a first name basis, so I was like, yes, and they were like, hey, this is blah blah blah. It was like the chief or sergeant or something of the police department in Nashville, and he was like, sorry for calling so late. And I was like, oh, it's okay. And at this point, I didn't know what to do because I'm like so nervous. The shower's still running, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, he's about to ask why I'm taking a shower, or like if I'm in the shower on the phone. So I like hurried up, turned the water off, and I'm like sitting there like this in the shower. I was like, okay, cool. So I started talking to him. He was like, okay, so I'm calling you tonight based on basically your meet that you had the other night. I know you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, yes, sir, sure do. And so he was like, well, first off, I kind of want to halfway congratulate you. That was like the biggest automotive meet that our car community has had up here in literally years. And he was like, that is crazy that you have that much influence on the car community. And I was like, dude, thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate it. And he was like, well, the downside to that is that also in that night, we got more calls about complaints than they have ever gotten in their city about car stuff. And I like halfway giggled on the phone, and I was like, because I was like, that's nuts. That is crazy. But anyways, I was like, okay, sorry. And then he was like, our councilman and the mayor had a meeting today about your car meet that you had. Now, the mayor of Nashville, Tennessee had a meeting with the councilman and everything in their city about a car meet that I hosted, and got the sergeant of the police department at 8 o'clock at night to have a phone call with me. And I was like, okay, this is going interesting so far. I was like, oh really? And he was like, yep. So they decided that they weren't really too big of fans of that and blah, blah, blah. But we don't want to like close down the car community and the car culture here, because we realize that it's like really flourishing here. And we get that it's a lot of people's pastimes here. And we're not trying to be the cops that just like shut all of that down. And I like, at that moment, whenever he said that, I had more respect for a cop than I have ever had. I was like, that right there is awesome. They're not trying to shut everything down. But instead, he was calling me saying that they would like to have me come back up there to Tennessee, to Nashville, to host another meet, but trying to do it in like the like at a racetrack or something, because they wanted to have everybody getting influenced to do the meets out of public property and like on a racetrack or something like that. So that way it's like a more responsible atmosphere, because he said that they were just mainly concerned with everybody doing donuts and stuff, which, yeah, I did not condone that, but it kind of happened, so whatever. But they said that last year they had somebody get hit and it was like really hurt from it, from the people doing donuts and stuff. It was probably a Mustang. So they were like, we want to have you back and we want you to host a meet again in Nashville, but we want you to do it at a racetrack so we can kind of like promote everybody else that wants to host meets to do it away from like homes and residents and all that stuff. And I was like, that's really respectful. I was like, you know what? I would absolutely love to do that. And he was like, okay, well, are you local? I was like, no, we're we're like 11 hours away. So then he was like, if you would like to come back, since you're so far away, how about we do this? We set you up with licensing to sell all the merch that you want to on the racetrack. We set you up with food trucks. We set you up with everything that you need. We set you up with everything, just so you can come back here and host a meet. We can get you a hotel room if we need it, everything. And I was like, yeah, dude, that would be absolutely sick. And he was like, okay, because the main reason that we're trying to do this is because we see that you have a lot of influence with our car community here, and we want to be able to get everybody in the right mindset of doing things responsibly instead of doing it blah, blah, blah. But the police department there is wanting to host a car meet. They're wanting to like collaborate and come together. The police department is wanting to host a car meet at a racetrack. Long story short, I was again still in the shower and I was like, really? Yeah, I'll happily do that, definitely. And so anyways, he emailed me some details, and so yeah, we're trying to set up another meet in Nashville to be a collaborative event with the Nashville Police Department, which is pretty sick. That's like really cool. So anyways, though, that's pretty much the whole story.
You can't
That's called Frenchie nail.
Vape with your nose. Vape with your nose.
Oh God.
It's bad! No! Oh, snuggies! Oh, don't do that. Oh, the Nick.
All the Nick.
Oh, my nose.
I think we need to
I
end
can
this
hear it.
video
I can
right
hear
here.
it crackling. Yeah, probably a good place. We're stuck in traffic, and we are 3 hours and 25 minutes from home. So we're gonna we're gonna be stuck here in traffic for a while. But Dom the Grom is sold, which means that it kind of does suck. I had a lot planned for that bike, but I did the majority of what I wanted to do before it got freezing cold. The money from Dom the Grom is going to be used in all of the projects that are going on right now. Built motor for the Mustang, fuel system, transmissions, motor, I mean like everything between the truck, the Mustang, I'm about to just be throwing a lot of money into, so the Grom had to be sold, unfortunately. Anyways, guys, we're gonna head back home. So today was pretty fun for what it was. We made a little road trip out of it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll talk to you next video.
Spread the pennies across the yard. I can't wait to see his reaction. I can't wait to buy the car. Good.
Ah! It's so cold! Can you see me? Can you feel me? And you know that you can go fast and furious!